Okay, number 6. Number dangling. Number dangling. Okay, so I need it to be in grams per cubic centimeters. Notice that the mass is on top, the volume is on the bottom. I gave you mass, I gave you volume. So the first thing we need to do is put mass on top, volume on the bottom. Okay, the mass is going to have to be converted from kilograms to
grams.
King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Grams is right there, kilo is over here. The top one gets the 1, then it's 10, 100, 1,000. Anybody confused on how I did that? I do that every time. I'm your least intelligent teacher. So I have to come up with tricks to make it so that I can get these things to work. Liters needs to be on top, and I'm converting to cubic centimeters. Michael, did you have the question? Am I talking to you?
Yes.
Okay, the problem with this is that cubic centimeters is SI, and I gave you a unit in metric. I gave you a unit in metric. Hold on. Does anybody? Salas. For everyone, read the emails. Come on. Use your name, not email. Okay. Okay, so the problem is that you probably don't remember that I told you that milliliters and cubic centimeters are the same thing, cubic decimeters, same thing as liters. So the best thing you can do is convert the liter to milliliters, which is the same thing as cubic centimeters, synonymous. I don't care if you transpose them. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. I've got milli, no unit, base. The base gets the 1, 10, 100, 1,000. Oh, look at this. No, that doesn't cross out, but the 1,000 crosses out. And that doesn't cross out, but the liters cross out. So basically, it's that number, and it's just divided. See that, Michael?
Yes.
And how many sig digs should it have?
3.
3. Any questions?
Yeah, I had a question. So how come you didn't do the little 3 thing for the 1,000 milliliters?
Because by getting rid of, by changing this over to milliliters instead of keeping it 3, then I didn't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I see cubic centimeters, in my mind, I go ahead and convert it to milliliters.
Oh, okay.
They're completely synonymous in my mind. Next.
Apparently.
Okay, remember what I'm expecting you to do, and that is before 10:30, I need you to, hopefully you have fixed your worksheets. Do you guys know how to scan your papers and upload and all that stuff?
Mm.
Yes? Okay,
I
so at the
don't
very
know.
least, you can take a picture of it with your cell phones, right? And upload that image. Just make sure that it's a good quality picture so that I can see it. I'm gonna get really grumpy if I have to figure out what it is that, if I can't see it. And that's only for Cardinal. Gray, I will see it tomorrow. You're in gray, I will see it tomorrow.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Couldn't you also edit the Word document with the stylus?
Of course, that's what I suggested that you do in that email.
Okay.
That would be best. Has everyone joined my Remind class? You need to do so now because I hate having to email you on Canvas. I'd rather text you.
What is the remind code?
At
Oh, for age chem.
OR, Oak Ridge, Honors Chemistry. Okay, if nobody has any more questions on this page, I'm going to go back because some people still are struggling with, you're still struggling with the other worksheet. I'll go back there. Final questions. You can log off until 10:30 if you want, or you can stay. I don't care.
Number, sure, let's do number 7 before we go on to the other one. It's supposed to be an easy one, but there's scientific notation thrown in there. So I'm interested.
For 0.378 E30 pounds, and I need to convert it to kilograms. Do we have a conversion of kilograms to pounds? The answer is no.
Yeah.
We have a conversion of kilograms. We have a conversion of pounds to grams, correct? King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Grams is base, kilo, 1, 10, 100, 454 point, what is it? 6? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I have completely confused. Wait a second. Wait a second. All right, that's
You
okay that I
totally
keep this here. I need to, I'm doing this reverse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so I need to convert pounds to grams, right?
Mhm.
To 1 pound, and then 1,000 grams to 1 kilogram. That does it. That does it. And you should have 4 sig digs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sig digs in your scientific notation.
I was confused because of the exponent.
What does your calculator tell you? The answer is. Do you know how to input this into your calculators, gang? Try this. Go. Ready? Are you ready? Take your calculators out. You ready?
Yes.
Ready? 4.378 second, comma. Hit the second button, comma. You should see an E. Do you see the E? You see the E?
Yes.
Excellent. Now hit 30. Is that what your problem was? You didn't know how to put it into your calculator?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you do. Second comma is the same thing as saying times 10 to the x. Okay, I'm gonna go to 2.1 for the kids that are still struggling with that one. No big deal. All right. Sonny, help me out here. What do you need help with?
Number 10.
Number 10. Okay, so if you're converting to scientific notation, then the number has to be a number. You need to move this decimal place, however many places, gets you a number that is between 1 and 9.99. Okay, so because this is a bigger number than 1, I know it's going to be times 10 to the positive something. Here we go. One jump gets us there. Point. And we have to include those zeros because they're between real numbers. Oops. They are between real numbers, and any zero between real numbers are measured. And this is to the first. Do you understand that one, Sonny?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, what's another one?
Number 1.
Number 1. Okay, so you are multiplying. When you multiply in sig digs, you have to multiply, your answer should be the same number of sig digs as your smallest measurement. So before you put it in the calculator, let's figure it out. 2.50. Is that 0 significant? Why is it hopping like that? Is that 0 significant? The answer is yes. It has no purpose mathematically, so there must be a scientific reason. So this is 3 sig digs. Agree, Sunhee?
Yes.
Okay, this 200 without a decimal there means that it only has 1 significant digit, and those zeros are not measured. They are placeholders. That's like saying around 200. So,
But if it was 200.0, would it be 3 sig digs?
no, 200.0, 200.0, okay? These would now be significant. The question is this significant? Put 200.0 on your calculator right now and hit enter. Tell me what you see. What does your
200?
calculator tell you? It just tells you 200, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because your calculator has no respect for sig digs. So
Okay.
it doesn't think that this is important. Which, if it is there, guess what, Sonhee? It's important. So this would be 4 sig digs. So
4.
2.5 times 200 is 500. But you can only have 1 sig dig. So that's it. That's right. That's the correct answer. if you were to put a decimal there, then that would screw everything up because then it would have 3 sig digs.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to tell me. In the meantime, I'm going to free up your quizzes so that now you can do the quizzes. Oh, let's see. So if you want to go ahead and get started on your quizzes, this is only for Cardinal team. Great team. I'm expecting you to do the quiz tomorrow in class. Cardinal team, these quizzes are, they don't cover any of this stuff. They don't cover any of this stuff. So it's on the demo and on the syllabus. I think it's mostly on the demo, to tell you the truth. Any other questions?
Marina, what team am I supposed to be on?
Michaela, is that you?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, guys, that when you just say, hey, Marino, I can't tell who you are. Michaela, you are in Navia's group? Yeah, Navia, what period are you? 4th. You're in the 4th period. You're in
4th period cardinal.
You're cardinal. You're 4th. You already know you're in 4th period. A to L is cardinal. Navia, your job is to figure out why you're muted. Shelby, before we have another Zoom meeting, your job is to figure out why you're muted. Actually, why don't you go ahead and get off and see when you come on, there should be, do you want to come on with audio? And you have to say yes, or else you are permanently muted. So log off, since we've got a few minutes, log off and log back on with audio.
Mr. Marino,
Yes,
can we do number 6?
on which one? 2.1?
On, yeah.
Who am I talking to?
Sunny.
Oh, okay. Sanhi, here we have a mixture of things. So the rule is when you have a mixture, you go with your order of operations. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna have to do here is do what's in parentheses. Take out your calculator. What is 2.33 times 3.56? And tell me what it says.
8.2948.
8.2.
948.
But when you're multiplying, you go with the smallest number of sig digs, which is 3. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So it's 8.29, 1, 2, 3, plus 2.8. Add those together.
$11.09.
But when you're adding or subtracting, you have to go with the smallest number of decimal places, which 2.8 has only 1 decimal place. So it needs to be 11.1 divided
Okay.
by 1.224.
9.06862, and so on.
But when you are dividing or multiplying, you go with your lowest number of sig digs, not decimal places. This has 3, this has 4, so it needs to be 9.07. You see that? Because you rounded up.
Okay.
Mr. Marino,
Yeah?
the quizzes code is not working. Invalid game code for the quizzes.
All right.
Mr. Moreno,
Yeah.
do you want us to do all 3 of quiz 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3?
1.1 you've already done. Do not do 1.1. 1.2 and 1.3. Yes, you do all the quizzes. You don't do like part of a quiz. Okay. I'm changing the okay, I've changed the I have changed the code. Was it Michael who pointed that out?
Yes.
Can you check now, please?
Okay. The code that's, hang on.
It works, I checked.
Okay, excellent.
Where is the code that's
It's in the assignment itself. So click on quiz 1.3 and it should take you to the assignment.
All right. Sorry, it wasn't loaded correctly. Yes, it works now. Thank you.
So we may.
Okay, it's
maybe
10:30. Let me take roll. Cheyenne. No Cheyenne. Savannah. Savannah, I don't see Savannah. Michael is here. Hayden. Hayden is here. Shelby. Shelby. Capel. Nevaeh is here. Savannah, don't leave me. I just counted you absent. Emily, are you here? Emily's here. Vigo. Michaela, that's
Here.
it. Sam Bentley. I got you, Savannah. Sam Bentley. Bentley, is that Sam? You need to log off and log back on as your name, please. Grace DeBrescu. Not here. Grace Godfrey is in grade team now. George, no. Grace Godfrey. Not here. Georgia Gunter. Olivia Harrell. James Keene. Terrence Ladd. Colby Lawson. All right, mute yourself if you got a doggy. Adler. Adler, what period are you in?
7th.
Are you Cardinal?
Yeah.
7th.
Yeah.
Adler, what's your name?
James Keene.
James Keene. Okay.
I'll add.
Please start logging in as James Adler until I can figure out, or
Gotcha.
Adler Keene.
All right,
that
I
will
can do
help
that.
me. That will help me.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully this won't happen very often. Okay, I am a stickler for time. I hate being late, and I expect you to be here on time all the time. Diane. All right, I'm logging you on here. All right, I'm going to give this speech constantly. I'm constantly going to be giving this speech. If you are early, you are
On time.
on time. If you are on time, you are
Late.
late. If you are late, you are
Absent.
in my doghouse. Okay, so do not ever be late for me, either virtually or physically. All right, so Nevaeh, you're here, right? Shelby is the one that's not here. Okay, so what do we have to do today? Does anybody have Hannah McMurray, or anybody here friends with a Hannah McMurray? No? She can't figure out how to get on the Zoom meeting. You just put the URL is all you need, right? Somebody, please help
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
The URL is all you need. Okay, I'm going to. Guys, you're going to have to keep up with Canvas and remind. Who's L? Who's out? Luca? Okay. Luca, come back on as soon as you can. All right. So, quiz 1.2, 1.3. Okay. Make sure that that is done as soon as we're through with the Zoom meeting. Secondly, I'm going to go over the answers to 2.1 and 2.2. I am assuming you've already uploaded it. You are to obviously fix your answers. So what you want, after I go through each one of these, I'm going to ask you for for any questions. It is extremely important that you understand what you missed and why. I am always going to be here for you to help you through this. You understand? Okay? Chemistry is not necessarily about understanding things the first time. Chemistry sometimes is about understanding it the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. As long as you get there. That's why my tests come infrequently. I make sure that I give you, Luca, mute yourself. Okay, that's why I'm going to give you tests infrequently, because I want you guys to succeed on tests. So I'm going to make sure that I don't give you a test until I feel comfortable that most of you understand the material. Okay? So, any questions so far?
I had a question about
Yes.
the quizzes.
Yes.
Are you required to log in to quizzes to take it?
No, once you use that code, it'll give me, you'll be on there. I will input your grades myself. No,
Oh,
wait a second. Yes, you do. You do need to, because I need to have your name.
okay.
Yes, you must log in to quizzes. Hannah, nice to see you. I will count you on time. Make sure, Hannah, you're here always. Hopefully, we won't be doing this very often. Make sure that you're here on time always. Hannah McMurray. Hannah McMurray, are you there? Aren't you great team? Hannah? Aren't you great team? Okay, Hannah can't hear me. All right, you guys ready to go over 2.1? Here we go. Please do not share your answers with anybody. If I ever catch you sharing your answers that you've worked hard for with somebody else, I'm going to make life very, very difficult for you. All right? So I'm giving you the answers. Do not share them with Great Team. Any questions on this section, section 1?
Would number 10 be 7 because there's 1, 1, and oh, never mind.
You failed kindergarten. I'm going to go back and retroactively fail you for kindergarten for not knowing how to count to 6. Any questions? Hannah, are you with me now? Can I go down? You got 1 and 2? Yes? That's all we need. Right?
I have a question.
Yes.
So are we expected to look over the answers and then correct our own worksheets, then re-upload them onto
No.
campus?
No.
No? Okay.
On you now. This is on you now. This is for you to study and learn from.
Okay.
Any questions on this worksheet? No?
I'm assuming.
Speak now. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay? Maybe my explanations before class were good. Here is numbers 1 through 5. Okay, any questions on 1 through 5? Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2. It didn't sound like somebody saying wait, did it? 1.
That sound like a bus or like a train.
Look at number 8. What was the question? How many minutes behind would you expect to finish behind the champion? So what did you have to do? You had to take the difference between those two numbers. I'll accept 200 minutes, 225.4, 225.3. It all depends on what you do with your sig digs. Any questions? Let me scroll down to number 10. With your silence, you are communicating to me that you understand what's going on. If that's not the case, then we're going to have problems.
I had a question on number 10.
Yes.
So, if it's about like the density of a diamond, I think I did everything right, but I just flipped the numbers like the wrong way.
Okay. Density is very, very useful because density, as we're going to learn, is a conversion factor. Anything that is a fraction is a conversion factor. So 3.51, by me giving you density, let me erase all this. By me giving you density, I am giving you a conversion factor. If you look on the back of your periodic table, you will see that there isn't a conversion for mass to volume. There's mass to mass, there's volume to volume, but there isn't a conversion of mass to volume. As we will see when we study density here in a couple of days, density is so valuable to us because it gives us a conversion of mass to volume. That is, when you had 3.51 grams, I don't know why my computer is skipping like that. I'm sorry. You have 1 cubic centimeter. So what does that mean? That means that density can be written like this, or it can be written like this. I don't know who asked the question, but in this case, I needed cubic centimeters to be on top, didn't I? So I took the density and I flipped it up. I flipped it down or upside down. Who asked that question and does it make sense now?
It was Sachi, me, and then, yeah, it makes sense.
Because I needed grams to be on the bottom so that I could cross out.
Yeah.
That's the power of density. It can work both ways, upside down or right side up.
Okay.
Did you guys like the demo? Can you imagine if you had been here, you would not have been expecting it. It would have blown up like that. And it would have been fun. I would have seen people jump and that would have been amusing to me. But alas, that didn't happen. But at least you got to see it really close and in slow motion. That was kind of neat. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the demonstration I did for you, the Ed puzzle?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the,
Alcohol cannon.
yeah. I saw it. That was pretty neat. Now I know how a car works.
Yep. Luca, if you had been here, I would have aimed it at you. I always find somebody who I know, because it's usually that first day. So you guys don't know how much of a kidder I am. So what happens is I find somebody that knows me pretty well, and then I shoot them with the cork. That amuses me as well. I
You
would
would've
have
tried,
put goggles on you, Luca, if it makes you feel any better.
It doesn't.
Oh, sorry. I could have used Michaela. Her mom probably would have been amused by me shooting her with a cork.
Oh, yeah.
All right, are we good?
Sure.
Then you feel satisfied that you understand these questions anyway. You may not understand it if you see it in a different format, but you at least understand it today. So guess why these quizzes are so important? Because every quiz, the next quiz you take will cover this stuff. So it'll be another opportunity for me to check your understanding. Okay, so let's make sure we understand what we're doing for the rest of the week. So today, we went over all of these videos, correct? Train tracks and sig digs in scientific notation. And then you are to do quiz 1.2, 1.3. You should by now have uploaded this. If you haven't uploaded by now, then you will have a chance to upload it again for half credit. Half credit. You are late now. All right? Friday, you get to watch an unbelievably boring video that would have been so entertaining if you had been here with me, because you're beginning to figure me out. I have a way of finding entertainment in everything. So there is nothing about this. Okay, I'll give you a little teaser. See if you can find the watcher. I'm making Luca the watcher for 4th period. Are you in 4th period, Luca?
I'm not. I'm in 7th.
You're in 7th. You just wanted to do this early. Okay, so I'm making Luca the watcher for 7th period. And who wants to be the watcher for 4th period? Anybody? Volunteers?
I'll be the watcher. Michael.
Okay, Michael is the watcher. So you have volunteered. I won't tell you what you volunteered for until after you watch the video.
I'm going to hope that it's something good like my new best friend.
You can hold on to that. If that makes you sleep through the night for this weekend, then you can go ahead and do that. I'll let you know on Monday what you just volunteered for, Mike.
Okay.
Knowing Moreno, it's probably closer to a splinter in the foot than a best friend.
I see.
Sorry. Okay, are we good?
Yep.
Can we end this? Some of us have been going strong for almost an hour and a half. That would be like me. Tutoring was good. All right, you guys are giving me absolutely no feedback except for Luca. All right,
It's good.
everyone feels good? All right then.
Let's do the
I will
quizzes.
see you on Friday, on Monday, some of you. I don't know if you have any great people here that I'll see you tomorrow. So I'll see you on Monday, and email me or reach me on via text if you have any trouble.
Okay.
Some of you are actually pretty good looking without the mask. I was thinking, man, the mask, ooh, they must be really ugly. I'm glad they're masked up. But some of you are really good looking without the mask too. All right, bye.
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 Bye.